Good morning. Welcome to Cyber Day. So if we had school today, A block would be working on their results and their first paragraph. We talked about the first paragraph, the first 3 questions, already on Friday. For your results, we also had time to put your results into your project. I'm going to show you how the class data that I got from the spreadsheet and how I want you to put it in and how it'll help your questions. Okay. So, on our data sheet, there's the class data where you all put in all your stuff. The spreadsheet I made you guys for in your project, and there's a new one. Copy this class data into your paper. Do not edit it. So I have the classical growth, all the different kinds of growth. Sprouting success for your class was about 72%. 6th grade class-wide was about 64%, which neither of those are great, especially for a seed that was made just for science experiments. And then over here, I have your graph. I do not care if you put the raw data in for your class set. I would like you to write in your sprouting success. We can make that a box so it looks nice in your paper. Right up there. Okay, so I want you to put that in your paper, and I want you to put this in your paper. When we look at these numbers, for the things that grew, we're between 3 and 8. In centimeters, that's very small, so statistically that's not going to be super different. I personally would say that your data is inconclusive because of the sprouting success. We didn't have as many data points for each type of music. Like for only a few centimeters, rap could have just been lucky. So that'll be stuff we discuss in the next slide. To put this in, okay, it's not coming up on a tablet. No. On the computer, if you have access to a computer, when you touch this, then there's 3 little dots that come up in this corner. Over there, in that corner. And you can click those 3 dots and it'll say copy chart. And then in your document, you paste it. And you have to paste it unlinked, just like you had to the other day. I also want to show you how to make a graph of your data. Let me stop editing that. So for your data, you had the day of experiment and the average. So you're going to need to make a spreadsheet with just those 2 things. Okay, so if you have a spreadsheet that just has your day of the experiment, you can see up here I edited it to say time. Time is what you measure. Day is the measurement. Average growth in centimeters. I added centimeters here because in these boxes there can only be numbers and there cannot be fractions. So if you have something grew 3.5, then you need to have it say 3.5. I noticed a lot of you did your data in inches. Please convert that to centimeters. I converted it in centimeters for the class data already. So once you have your data, you want to make this as descriptive as possible. You want to highlight your data. And we want to, this looks different than on the computer yesterday, so I need to figure it out. Add a chart. On the computer, you would click right over here, Insert Chart, and it defaults to a line graph. This should not be a line graph. So here it says Type. On the computer, it's like up here, it'll say Column Chart. We want to change that to a line. Okay. Now, you notice this made 2 lines. Well, we only grew one kind of plant. It's because it's taking both the time and the growth as a line. We don't need that. We only need the growth as a line. On the computer, it looks much different. On the computer, it'll be over here, and it'll say X-axis. Hopefully that says time. If that doesn't say time, you need to change the range. The range should be the A column, whatever numbers you have in the A column. I'll go back to that in a second. And the series should say average growth. Right now, this one, series, would say time and average growth. So we would have to delete time. Now I need to figure out how to do that on the tablet because my computer is at school and I still need to figure this out. Titles. Of course we want titles. This does not look like this on the computer. If you're doing it on the computer, it's okay if you don't have titles because sometimes it does it magically and sometimes it doesn't. I'm much better at Excel than I am at Google Sheets. So sometimes it's just not worth the effort. Oops, that's not the growth. I'm going crazy. I want to cut that. Come on. Okay, whatever. I'll just retype. This is time in number of days. And this one is average growth. In centimeters. Now I still need to get rid of this line. Like I said, on the computer, it'll be over here when the chart pops up, so will different things. And to get rid of that line is in series. I like the legend. If I click that, okay, no, I want to edit this. Edit the chart. Chart, right. Let's see. I am going to turn off the computer or the video till I figure it out. On the tablet, we kind of have to cheat a little bit. Down here where it says color. If we change the time of the experiment to white, then it just kind of goes away. That seems really weird, but that's what we have to do. You can also, for your personal data, under titles, we can change the chart title to include what kind of music you listen to. So it could say, like, it should be descriptive. Right now it says time and average growth. It could say growth of a plant with rap music or whatever. Could even say growth of a Wisconsin fast plant. Okay. And like I said, this is a little bit different than on the computer. On the computer, as soon as you make the chart, all the things pop up here instead of down here. And I think it's a little easier to maneuver, but I have my tablet and my computer locked in school. So if you hold it down, right click, if you If you can't figure out an easy way to copy and paste it, you can always screenshot it and insert it as a picture. What happened? I edited that to be white. There we go. All right, so that's how you do your graph.